original question, it was just, again, it was the Latino community, who the Puerto Ricans who really connected to this music. That's what, they always say, follow the money. Well, when it comes to the dance, follow the music. Right. And it was these DJs who would, play this music for us. I think you had somebody on the other day, Pinky, you were talking to Pinky Velazquez.
Right.
Pinky was part of this scene. He was a DJ part of this scene. Pinky DJ'd at this club called the Ipanema, where we used to hang out at. We used to go there on Tuesday nights. See, that's the other thing. Right. So this is the main thing about all of this, that I'm not sure it's still like the top priority, right? Our top priority was partying. It was having fun, right? We had so much fun in these juice bars that we couldn't get enough of it, right? So let's say the Fresh or the Contiki, whatever, closed at 4, right? The gay clubs that played this same music, right? And it wasn't all like what's considered the B-boy anthems. There was other parts of rock that was more mellow, that was just beautiful, and we danced to, right? So the gay clubs, the DJs played this music. So after these clubs were closed, we didn't have, it wasn't enough. We would go to the gay clubs and hang out and dance more and party more to these DJs. That's where I got to dance to music by Nick Sayano, right? Because Star was at the Hollywood, Nick was at the Gallery. You had David Mancuso, the Loft. These were all considered after hours, right? But that wasn't enough, right? So after these clubs, they closed. Juice bars became relevant, right? And the black community didn't take to these juice bars, but the Puerto Rican community did. We went flying to those juice bars, and it was wall to wall. I mean, it was a whole different level of party. Like I
So
said,
I want to
the
stop you.
music. Who would, play this music for us. I think you had somebody on the other day, Pinky. You were talking to Pinky Velazquez.
Right.
Pinky was part of this scene. He was a DJ part of this scene. Pinky DJ'd at this club called the Ipanema, where we used to hang out at. We used to go there on Tuesday nights. See, that's the other thing. Right, so this is the main.
This is Ray Pinky Velazquez, former A&R director of Vanguard Records, dance music department, which encompasses both Vanguard Records, dance music, and Flip Records, and former CEO, co-founder, and vice president of the Legends of Vinyl, and former DJ, club spinner at the Ipanema Discotheque in Manhattan, located at 240 West 52nd Street. between 7th and 8th Avenues, 2 blocks away from Studio 54.
When thinking of styles, yes, a lot of the great DJs had their own signature. I mean, if you listen to tapes without listening to the DJ, you can actually pick out the DJ from the tapes even if all of the songs could be the same. At least I could. There was a signature to each DJ style, like watching a movie produced by Steven Spielberg. There is a style that Mr. Spielberg has that identifies his movies. And so this held true for the club DJ. Audiences came to clubs to experience that one-of-a-kind signature. The DJ was the drug, if you will, and the audience wanted it all. My signature, I would say, was that I was able to not only play different types of music. For example, at the Ipanema on Thursday night, it was all R&B. I had nothing but a black crowd coming, so they would hear a lot of Teddy Pendergrass, a lot of Michael Jackson, War, a lot of artists on the Philadelphia International label and Motown. Artists like GQ, Disco Nights. Things of that nature, a lot of R&B. Saturdays I had more of the Latin crowd, Sundays the Brazilian crowd, so I would mix all these things, and depending on what day and crowd I catered to being just Pinky behind the turntables.